Okay, let's take a look at problem number 47 from the May 2016 release version of the Algebra 1 STAAR test. So this one says, which graph represents the solution set of y greater than or equal to negative 7 halves x minus 2, okay? So this is an inequality in two variables, okay? So if we have an inequality in one variable, our solution is going to be on the number line, okay? So because this is the inequality in two variables, we're going to graph it on the xy plane or the Cartesian plane, or sometimes called the coordinate plane. Okay, so let's take a look. So one of the keys here for help narrowing down our answer possibilities is look here at our inequality symbol. Okay, our inequality symbol is greater than or equal to. Okay, so if we have greater than or less than, our line is going to be dashed. Okay, so we have a dashed line. Okay, if it's greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, our line is going to be solid. Okay, that's our boundary line for our solution. Okay, so if it's greater than or less than, it's not going to include our boundary line in our solution set. But if it is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to the points on our boundary line, which is the line, it is going to include it. We can also do this on the calculator. It gives us the ability to do inequalities. Okay, so maybe I'll do another video here showing you how to do it with the calculator. But for right now, one thing about the calculator is it's hard to see the dashed lines. Okay, the dashed lines are very, very tiny, so you have to zoom in to really see it. Okay, so just by looking at the graph answer choices we have here, we can clearly see that which ones are dashed and which ones are solid. Okay, because our inequality is the second type here, which includes the equal, our line is going to be the solid line. So any answer choices we have that have a dash line, go ahead and you can cross them out, okay, right off the bat. Okay, so we can cross out A in answer choice D. Okay, so we're down to answer choice C or answer choice B. Okay, so that's our two possibilities. Okay, so what we're going to use here is what we call a test point. Okay, so we're going to take a test point, and it looks like our easiest point to use is going to be the origin. Looks like the lines are exactly the same. One has it shaded on the left side, which is the C answer, and then the B answer has it shaded on the right. Okay, I can tell by just looking at the fact that it's y greater than or equal to, I can tell that this side is the greater than or equal to side. But if you're not exactly sure, here's a way to test it. Okay, so you see how the origin, which is 0, the point 0, 0 is in this, on this, we'll say the right side of our line in this shaded area here. So 0, 0. So we're just going to plug that into our inequality and then evaluate it. So if it's a true, if our inequality is true, that means this is our solution set. This is our the graph we're looking for. Okay. If it's false, then that would conclude that this side of the graph would be the correct one, which would be answer choice C, which should be shaded. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use the point 0, 0, and we're going to plug it into our inequality. Okay, so here's our x value, here's our y value. So our inequality is y greater than or equal to negative 7 divided by 2 times x minus 2. Okay, so we're going to take this x here, plug it in here, and then we'll take the 0 for the y and plug it into here, and then check to see if it's true or false. Okay, so our y becomes 0, and then we have greater than or equal to negative 7 divided by 2. Anytime you substitute for a variable, go ahead and put it in parentheses. It's always a good idea. Okay, so we have negative 7 halves, or we replaced our x with the 0, okay, and then minus 2. All right, so 0 is just 0, and then negative 7 halves times 0 is going to give us 0 again. So we have 0 greater than or equal to 0 minus 2. Okay, so 0 minus 2 is going to give us negative 2. So we have 0 is greater than or equal to -2. Okay, so just picture on the number line, 0 is going to be on the right side of our number line from -2. Okay, so this one's true. Okay, and really we should have question marks. We should have question marks over here on these other inequalities. So we were testing to see if it's true. So we should, on these inequalities, should have a question mark here. Okay, so we're just testing here. But here we can confirm that yes, 0 is greater than -2, and this is our test point, which is in this shaded area here. Our test point's at the origin, so this is the correct answer. Okay, so you want to pick answer choice B on this one.